What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You, and you're now tuned in to my discussion on the spoilers from Iron Man 3. Now, as you can probably tell, there are obviously things that I didn't like about this film, and one thing I'm going to start with is the Mandarin. What the fuck were they thinking? I mean, seriously, what the fuck were they thinking? Okay, so let me break it down to you. Now, you see the Mandarin as Ben Kingsley. Check. You're like, okay, cool. I watched the cartoon. I know the comic books. Mandarin's going to be badass. He looks badass on the trailer. Check. Then you get into the movie and you're like, oh, okay, Mandarin is blowing up shit. He has these people with extremists inside of them. And he's sending them to Hollywood Boulevard and they're blowing up stuff. And you're like, okay. Then he's taking out fucking Tony Stark's mansion. And you're like, okay, Mandarin is badass. Then Tony Stark actually meets Mandarin, sneaks into Mandarin's mansion where he is, goes in and talks to him, right? And you're like, oh shit, there's the Mandarin. No, he's actually an actor that's acting like the Mandarin. In other words, the Mandarin doesn't exist. He's an actor that's being recorded and who's acting like he's blowing up stuff and shooting people and attacking Tony, but he's not. Do you follow me? Ben Kingsley, who's acting as the Mandarin, is actually an actor in the movie that's acting as the Mandarin. Yeah, they fucked that shit up, man. I just didn't understand it. And then the way that they went about it, it's not even like at the end, the Mandarin comes out and he's like, listen, I'm not the one who's controlling this, and he still has this menacing presence. No, he's actually a guy who's on drugs and drinks a lot. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just doing this for the drugs. Aldrich Killian is the one who told me that I can do this and I'd get drugs for doing this. What the fuck? Literally, that's how I was in the theater when I saw that. I just couldn't even talk. Like, I was just sitting there like, what? So the Mandarin isn't real? He's actually a cokehead. He's a crackhead. Literally, he just wants drugs so he can act as if he's this menacing person. And then he's a joker. So it's not even like he's menacing. He's like, yeah, I'm still the Mandarin, but I did this for drugs. He's like, hey, man, don't shoot me. Don't point the gun at me. It's not my fault. I'm just doing this for the drugs. What? So, yeah, like, my second problem is going to be the Pepper Potts situation. And that scene was just bullshit. Yeah, she had extremists placed inside of her because Killian wanted Tony to basically suffer, and wanted her to suffer as well, since she basically rejected him. So, when she fell, I thought she died. Because, I felt like, alright, well, they're tying that into the story. Okay, I can't get over the Mandarin part, but she's dead. And it would have had such a powerful meaning, because technically Tony killed her. His past mistakes, his past demons, his arrogance is what brought about the reformation or the creation of Aldrich's character. His evil side, him wanting to kill Tony, is because Tony ignored him. Tony's arrogance had a role to play in Pepper's death. And I feel that having Tony deal with that situation in Avengers 2 and be emotionally down, and then add on to the fact that Tony is an alcoholic and it would have been tearing him up from the inside, would have been something that they could have focused on in the Avengers 2. But no. She came back out of the fire and started fighting Aldrich. She killed Aldrich. And I was just like, wait a second. Why? Okay, she must have something major to do with this since they're bringing her back. But no! Tony gets rid of the extremists in her system and she's basically human at the end. Do you understand the shit? I mean, like, it made no sense. Why have her become extremist? An extremist soldier, you can say. Just to take it away. Was it just to have her kill Aldrich? I mean, any one of the suits could have probably did that. If you would have gave Rhodey a suit, he could have probably did that. But no, you made Pepper an extremist soldier, okay, or an extremist humanoid, and then had her go against Aldrich and kill him, but then get it taken away at the end. What was the point of doing that? I just didn't see it. I just found it to be really stupid that they did that. Had they left her dead, it could have been more of an emotional focus for Tony. He's already going through stuff. Having him lose the one thing that means the most to him would have been something great. I know, as fucked up as that sounds, for the character, it would have been something great, and we could have seen a lot come from that. More of Tony Stark's darker side. Yeah, man. So those are my main two problems with the film. I just feel that they could have went another way with revealing that the Mandarin wasn't really the Mandarin, or they could have just left him alone and let him be the main villain. Let him be this terrorist. I mean, bad enough you took away the supernatural elements of the Mandarin, but I can deal with that. But then having him be this jokester, and then it was stupid. It was stupid. It just didn't make any sense. And then having the Pepper Potts situation, having her have extremists, and then bringing her back, and then taking it away. It was just like they didn't know how to. It felt like they didn't know how to wrap it up, so they just threw it in. Hey, you know what? Let's bring her back to life, but then let's take it away, and then leave it like that. No, no. So again, people are going to say, hey, what about Tony walking away from Iron Man? You can do that because he was like that in the Ultimate series. So we can do that. I can deal with that. But I just can't deal with the whole Pepper Potts situation and bringing her back. I felt if she would have stayed dead, it would have made him darker and made him realize that, look, my past mistakes and my arrogance and stuff is uncalled for. I don't need that side of me, because that side of me is what led into me losing something that I cherish the most, which is Pepper. And he would have always remembered that. But they just, no, they just went another route. At the end of the day, those are the two spoilers that I wanted to speak on. So, yeah, I mean, what did you guys think? Did you like that the Mandarin was revealed the way he was revealed? Did you like the fact that the Mandarin was bullshit? Did you like Pepper Potts coming back from the dead? Or did you feel that having her die would have been something more effective, and it would have been something more relatable too? At the end of the day, guys, it's a film, it's a movie. It's going to make millions of dollars. People are still going to see it. It's probably going to be number one for like 2-3 weeks. But, I just feel that they could have made it more better and more relatable at the end of the day. So, again, let me know what you thought about the film below, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. This is Sean from 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. Stay tuned for more reviews. Peace.